The mighty ship Goliath.
Yep, let's get this sucker running.
Alright, I think you should talk to Hammer first. Bro, this thing is incredible. Boy, is this exciting. Look in your menu. Go in your menu.
It's square, hold on.
Check your gears. How's everyone looking?
Everybody was filled up, if I remember correctly.
Oh, they got filled up magically because they entered the Goliath. Because remember, when you go back in your ship, everything gets filled up.
Right.
You know, because of reasons. There's like always a handy team waiting for you at the moment that you need them. Are you going to think ahead, or are you going to help? Let us just say I accepted it.
Damn.
So, you basically have to... I think you just have to talk to everybody. Yeah, Ellie. You need to talk to Ellie. So they were this close to having it up and operational. I think we can do this. Now you talk to him. Yeah! It's kind of interesting, though, when you think about it, why they would have that long stretch of time for you to walk around and enter your menu. Almost seems like there was something you were supposed to do.
Probably.
Yeah. Couldn't you tell us a bit sooner? So in terms of size, the Goliath... Oh, shoot, I just realized. This is way too loud.
Oh, yeah, we should probably turn that down a little bit.
Oh, God. Oh,
Probably should also introduce the show.
Nah, they already know.
Huh?
If you're watching this episode for the first time on Brony Nerds and Gamers, just stop right here and go back. So the size of the Goliath is like the size of 100 gears.
Well, damn.
Or plus. It dwarfs... It pretty much... tip to tip, wingtip to wingtip is probably just as long as the Jazeel. So that just gives you an idea of the size. And look at that sucker.
Yeah?
I love airships, which is another complaint I have about Bravely Default, is because they give you the airship and then they take it away very afterwards.
Yeah, I know.
And the airship that they give you doesn't really mean anything because you can't take it anywhere.
Yeah, that's true.
The shaking has subsided. Oh god, I love this music. It makes you feel like everything is going to be... Oh. Hey, Graf.
Yeah.
Yep, it's him. Faye, where are you going? I'm going out with the gear. So, in the, there was one thing that came to mind, is that in the episode where, you were like, oh, it looks like Graf's gear, or it looks like maybe, Wiseman's gear, and we weren't really sure. I'm not actually sure myself either.
Huh.
To be perfectly honest, I've actually gone back and thought about it. It's like, I really am not sure who it is. But you can see the way that his gear is standing by comparison. And
yeah.
You remember the last one, he had the bat wing.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah. The Goliath wasn't built for you to use. You must remain on this land a little longer. I can't allow you to leave. So he is going to straight up fight you. Don.
Yeah?
I want you to do an experiment for me.
Okay.
I want you to die.
What?
I know this might seem interesting. I know this might seem crazy, but I want you to go ahead and not defeat him.
Sure, when he stops doing this long-ass fucking cutscene of a move.
So, I want you to pay attention to what Graf does. Pay attention to every kind of nuance about his attacks and what he does.
So far, he's just kind of mimicking Faye a little bit.
Yeah. So just go ahead and charge. Just charge. Don't boost. Don't do anything.
I got it.
Yep, look at that. Do you remember those attacks?
Yeah.
Those were the kind of attacks that it used. The monster thing.
Yeah.
Well, now you can't see because it's being blocked. Now, have you noticed anything particular yet?
His damage is going down.
No, not really. He's just doing, massive attacks. You know, with his fists.
Right, his gear's not attacking at all.
No. No, but, there's something even more particular that you should notice. And I want to see if you catch on to
His gear's head keeps moving.
Oh, it just does that. That's not what I was trying to point out. So Rico's dead. I will say, there is a way to win this fight.
Graf keeps attacking everybody except Ellie.
Yeah! He does, doesn't he? So, just keep charging until, yeah, right now. So, you can now draw upon more of your power. And you're right. He doesn't attack Ellie at all. So, here's the reason why I brought this up. When I saw the scene in Kislev, where the gear rescues Ellie, I didn't think much of it because I thought maybe it was Faye's gear at first. You know,
it was Graf's.
Then I got to this scene, and when I first played this game, I realized he's attacking everyone but Ellie. And I thought maybe it was Graf that saved Ellie.
Maybe.
But to be honest, I'm not sure, and neither should you, because it really, really, really is very confusing. But here's an undeniable fact. Graf absolutely avoided attacking Ellie.
Right.
Now, I don't know if, like, I've played this before, and I can swear there was at least one time where Graf does attack Ellie, but the chance of him attacking Ellie is very, very rare.
That and also the fact that right after knocking out Faye and Rico,
right,
he fucking just said, "Oh, we're done."
Yeah. Now the point is, and you don't have to control anything here. I'm just good.
Yeah, I'm just reading and hitting the button and talking.
Yeah. So what's undeniable is that, you know, Graf obviously had a reason to attack Faye. And in, like, the description of walkthroughs, it says that Graf will focus his attacks on Faye. Because he's the one he cares about.
Right.
He's the one that... He's the real target. Faye is obviously not supposed to be on the Goliath. And there's a reason for that. The reason has to do with a conversation that the floating heads had in the last scene, where they talked about the lambs having a control of a gate.
Oh, this thing's a gate. Whatever the hell the gate is.
Basically, it's a key. The Goliath is a giant key. Well, at least you still got me. It should be a piece of cake with me around, right, Master Sir? Forget about Rico. Smack. So that means that with this new ship you have, you'll now be able to break into Solaris.
Damn. Satan knows that.
I can imagine he might be thinking about it. Again, Satan is one of those characters that I always kind kind of wonder what he's thinking and when he knows what he knows. Yeah, so don't worry about that. Don't bother anything else. It's as much as I wish I could tell you to go back, you get a little something from the fight, but it's not imperative.
Yeah.
You don't actually get, from what I understand, you don't get anything from the fight.
Oh, I wasn't worried about it anyways.
But I wanted you to lose the fight because I wanted people to see that you can absolutely lose this fight and it doesn't
Ellie points it out.
Yes, she does. But I don't think she would point it out. First off, she doesn't point it out if you don't talk to her. And I think if you defeat Graf before anyone else falls, I don't think she notices. Don't think about the man in black.
I think the reason Graf didn't attack Ellie is because she looks like that one woman in the portrait.
Sophia?
I think Graf is older than we think he is.
Oh, that's possibly. That's very possible. But that's actually a very, very good deduction. Hey, what's this scene remind you of?
The ship?
Bingo! Our information was correct. It's Kislev's. It's huge. It appears to be a... That's it, the Goliath, the one from the underground factory we've heard so much about. Crap, they're taking revenge. Bet they're going to bomb Bledavec.
Uh-oh.
Guess who it is? It's everybody's favorite pirate, Bart! Either way, no need to let him go so fast, right?
Bart, you idiot.
Gunner! Gungany, no, Bart missile, fueling. However, where were you on the Goliath? As far as, like, land location? Do you remember?
Not really, no.
That's because you weren't on land. You're over the ocean.
Yeah, that's where it started off in.
That's right.
Oh, so you got a new ship.
Yeah. Franz! Squeak, 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 squeak. Squeak, 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 squeak. Here we go! Batcon level 1!
I wonder where Sigurd is.
Oh, he's coming. Young master! What is happening? What was the alarm all about? Young master, again? Battle stations, everyone! Surface navigation, close the vents! Blow the main tank! Prepare for anti-aircraft battle upon surfacing! Just doesn't know when to give up. You need permission from more than half of the crew members to use the missiles. Surface combat, stand by with the anti-aircraft guns. Gunner, give me the trigger for the Bart missiles. You have no idea. When I first played this, dealing with delay, it's like, yeah, Bart's alive! And it's like...
I kind of saw this coming.
And then it's like that moment of, oh, he's gonna shoot me down.
Well, I said he's an idiot.
Oh.
Well, there goes Plan A. let's skip the first 10 letters and go straight to the next one.
So, there goes your airship.
Yep.
What's wrong? Oh, it's nothing.
Graf should just hire Bart.
We're going to lose our brand new awesome airship that would bring us into Solaris. That's all. Anyway, Satan, is it okay? We're flying in such a large ship.
Seriously, Graf, hire Bart. Give Bart what he wants, and you will stop Faye at every fucking corner without trying.
You have no idea how bad of an idea that would be. Because what Bart wants is absolutely the worst thing for Graf.
What's that?
You'll understand in time.
Well, Graf could kill Bart in like 3.5 seconds anyway. Bart's fucking us up every chance he gets. He's not even trying anymore.
The question really is what is Grav trying to do?
Get Faye to awaken to his true self so he can kill God and end the world.
Yeah, that's about as straightforward as it is. But there's a lot of questions as to why he does very specific things.
It's training. It's the motivation that Faye needs to release his inner self.
Is it?
His inner self's locked away. Something locked it up.
Well, no, I mean, like, is that the only reason why he does what he does?
He's got a vendetta against God.
Here's the thing to think about.
The heads are God. Graf is Satan. He got cast away from the kingdom and now wants revenge. He wants to prove a point.
No.
Well,
No.
that's my story and I'm sticking to it.
Alright. So you're gonna go with Graf is Satan.
I'm gonna go with that kind of ideology.
Okay. Are we okay? Unfortunately, there's no way we can avoid descending. Faye, Ellie, get out first. I will follow later.
Yeah, because you're gonna do something stupid.
What? We have no time for debate now, Faye. Do you think you have the skills needed to keep the Goliath in the air as long as possible? Do you?
It's a time.
Then hurry up and get out. Now then. And you too, Hammer. You are going too.
So time's gonna Deus Ex Machina this shit.
No, this shit's crashing. Sorry, you don't get your airship just yet.
I didn't care for it much anyways.
Yeah, the one you get eventually is much cooler. Now, where did you... That ship. Sigurd.
You fucking idiot.
I think you need to rethink your method of disciplining.
Yeah, that's his way of saying you need a fucking cattle prod for Bart. So we just destroyed a gate.
So
unintentional.
One of the things that if you remember when Sigurd and Satan were talking about Solaris, there's these gates. And the gates control the field that protects Solaris from being seen by anyone.
Right.
Which is why it's kind of in the sky. Hey. Stay back! Keep away!
You dumb fuck. You deserve this!
You deserve it! You deserve it!
It's not really... It's... Yeah.
And everybody dies.
Well, I win! Worst RPG of 2015. Bless you.
Excuse me. We have the coordinates of these recent dimensional vibrations. N24E92 Ignis in the Lahan region, the Northeast Ocean. From the wave pattern, it's definitely a gatekeeper. So that's the indication that the Goliath was a gatekeeper. Meaning that it had the key to fly through the gate into Solaris. No, the mass is different. It's a much smaller pattern. I can't believe that the Lambs have a ship equipped with a gatekeeper. Not anymore. It probably is Kislev's. The last purge was not complete. Damn you! Shouldn't you pursue? What? The one who caused you so much pain and grief is on that ship. And it's headed for Akuvi. Put all the crew members on emergency alert. We're attacking the Kislev ship. We can't, Commander. We don't have orders from the capital yet. If we move from here... I don't care. I won't allow them to escape.
And that prissy bitch just walks away.
Her?
Yeah.
I believe I already said your tricks will do you no good. I'm just trying to help. Didn't I help get those shackles off? Now, you know the vessel will only respond to the chosen one. They don't know this, but he's necessary for Kar. He's the very meaning of Kar's existence. Kar is Ramses, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I must thank you. After all, you did help me, didn't you? Was it for me? Or for him? Or for yourself?
Yes.
So, that whole scene is more about reaffirming things that you could probably already have known, but since it was such a long time ago, you remember the dream that Ramses had the one night, where he's fighting Faye, or what, you know,
Super Saiyan Faye. Let's just go with that.
Yeah. I'm trying not to spoil things, but it's kind of obvious the connection that you've already made that connection.
Yeah, it's not too hard.
But
well, not too hard for me, anyways.
And then in that same scene, Graf appears in front of Miang and is like, blah, 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 we have connections in the past. Don't you dare double-cross me, Miang.
Right.
And then here we have these disembodied heads talking again. Disobedience. Ramses' orders are to excavate the animal relics in Ignis, and to watch over the lambs. What is he? We can recover the animal relics any time. Moreover, we learned that he was on the transferred ship. Ramses was probably after him. So it was that trauma. Nay, in this case, Nigret, it was the severe external wounds. According to the memory cube, we found multiple subjects around him that possessed the animus factor. Is it Sufrati, the subject of the M Project? Yes. Coincidence? Nay, it is beyond that. They were either attracted to him, or, unexpectedly, it's developing into the same condition as 500 years ago. That does not rule out the possibility he planned it this way intentionally. The transfer point is Akuvi. It's near the Thames. If it is Akuvi, Krellion's headed that way. Krellion? Himself? What for? It seems they found it. For over 4,000 years he searched for Zeboyam's legacy. Legacy. Is that the technology he was talking about? Yes. And now you see that Emperor Cain, who was talking to Satan, has a connection with the people who planned the purge of Kislev.
Right.
Now, while you read, let me give some little background. So, Zeboyam refers to the Zeboyam era, which is an era of human civilization that existed 4,000 plus years ago. It ended 4,000 years ago before the start of this game. That era was a technologically advanced society that went through some kind of catastrophic end, and that civilization came to an end. Then you get into the an older era after a lot of, like, I don't want to spoil anything, but after a lot of things happen, another civilization happens, but then that civilization basically falls apart 500 years ago because, again, of some great catastrophic event that changes everything.
Okay.
The purge was a failure that shall never happen again. If the Animus are together, it is all the more reason. And of course, we know nothing about Animus or the Anima Relic or anything like that. But if we are to infer that the he's and hims that they're referring to is Fae, and the people around them have these Animus relics, then it's likely that all the people that surround Fae that are drawn to him are not only important to him, but are important to the world as a whole and to the overarching plot.
That's cool.
Or rather, is the emotion you have long forgotten.
So he is the emperor to all these guys. But he has
Cain,
his
we are
own...
gods. we'll get into like the politics of what Emperor Cain represents and the and what those other guys are.
We're gonna have an episode at the end of this game series to just try to explain this.
There will be a part where you'll just be grinding towards the end of the game, and I'll just spend about an hour or two talking about everything. So luckily, Ellie survived, and you're stuck in the middle of the ocean. Congratulations, rumble, rumble, toil and trumble. Ellie, you are awake. Am I awake? What were you doing? I was looking around inside here. There's less than 2 days worth. Of what? Food. We're lucky we even found any. But where is everyone? Are we the only survivors? We gotta do something. Guess I'll go catch some fish. In other words, yes, and he doesn't want to think about it.
That's not a bad idea.
But he's hopeful.
Yeah.
They're okay. They're okay. Doc, Rico, Hammer, everyone. They're all going to be okay.
Then it appears to the ocean where all their dead corpses floating in the water.
No, they're all here.
Yep.
So, gosh, what was I going to say?
Part where I'm grinding, you're just gonna talk.
No, okay, I remember where I was going on. Let's go back to Graf for a moment. In that exchange between Graf, Miang, and Ramses. So, how Graf and Ramses know each other is kind of curious to me. Because the only reason Graf would appear is to move forward his goal, which, based on the interactions between him and Miang and him and Ramses, and basically just Graf and everybody around him, Graf seems to be the antithesis of everybody else's desires.
Yeah.
I will say that everything that Graf has said so far has been completely honest. What he wants to do is destroy the world. Kill God, destroy the world. Just straightforward. No lie, no deception, nothing. Who he is, what he is, where he came from, and why he picks Faye, those are the things he's not talked about, and he's not going to. So, the only real reason, and I'm just going to point this out, the only real reason you are here with Satan and Rico, my chronic lumbago, he hasn't gotten used to the sea. You may want to save. The only reason you have Satan and Rico here is because they will not be in your party, so you can unequip them if you want their gear parts.
That actually sounds like a good idea. Actually, I'll do that before I save. That way I don't forget the next time.
Yeah. What next time? We're not at next time yet.
I'm just saying.
You already did that for Heimdall. Yeah, because if I remember correctly, you don't get them back. I think even if you get them back, you can before anything happens. So
It sucks though because I was hoping to keep Rico in my party for a while.
I know.
I was actually enjoying the freaking slow mug.
This game is not well known for keeping party members around for you to play with.
Where do I need to go? Bridge?
So here's what you need to do. Yeah, you need to go to the bridge. Because you need to introduce Rico to Bart. Because Bart needs to honestly apologize for the fact that he blew everyone up.
For the fact that he fucked up for being stupid.
Yeah, so there's Bart. Well, if it isn't Dr. Satanazuki and his very big friend. I see you finally woken up. I'm terribly sorry about what happened. Please forgive me.
Backhand him.
I have a name, you know. It's Ricardo Banderas. But everyone calls me Rico. So what are you apologizing to us for? I suppose I'd better stop beating around the bush. I'm not usually this frank or apologetic, but, well... What he's trying to say is this. The people who shot us down and the people who saved us are one and the same, the ship's crew. You don't mean... That Goliath which we were riding in was shot down by... Yes, you're a bit slow there, big friend. Actually, our Yggdrasil 2 did a good job in shooting down the airplane. That monster of an airplane. It was great! You should have seen it. Wow, my Bart missiles sure were awesome.
Backhand that motherfucker.
Arrgh! I won't forgive you so easily!
Thank you, Rico.
Back to Survivor. And Faye's attempt to catch a fish in the ocean.
Yeah.
Fishy, 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 fishy. But the question becomes is that Graf has his own agenda. Ramses has his agenda. The leaders of Solaris have their agenda. But Miang seems to have a different agenda from most of them.
Okay.
What am I doing? Can't you tell? I'm trying to catch a fish! This one's been jumping up and down, right in front of me, trying to make me look like a fool! Because you are a fool. You little punk! I see you! You're not going to catch it and eat it, are you? If we don't eat, we're going to die. Alright, I gotcha. You're joking. You'll get sick. Why? It's a fish. Why would you get sick from eating a fish? It's a fish.
She thinks that he's going to eat it raw.
You can eat fish raw.
Yeah, but she probably doesn't know that.
Oh, that's a good point. You know, I never even...
She is prissy and pampered.
Well, I mean, she's part of a military. She's not prissy and pampered. She's a military soldier. She just doesn't know much of, like, outside life. What are you talking about? It's still there. What the... That's... Do you remember that?
A little bit. It was in a cutscene before.
Remember in the desert?
Yep. Now it's got a force field on it.
It always... Oh, no, you're right. It didn't have the force field on it before.
Yep. That cutscene didn't have a force field.
That's... That thing I saw in the desert. It's flying a lot higher this time. It's Shavat. That's its usual altitude. Shavat? Where have I heard? Yeah, that's right. That weird masked man. He said my father was in its military. So that saucer is what Doc and that masked man said was the country my father and mother lived in. Really? I wouldn't know. It's a country outside the reach of Solaris. Shavat uses the same kind of barrier that Solaris does, so you can't reach it by conventional means. How can something that flies that high in the sky be a country? Yes, I don't blame you for being so surprised. It usually hovers over the region known as the Akubi Islands area. You probably saw it on some sort of special mission. That's why it was flying so low. Shavat. So that is Shavat.
Okay. Well, we know where our next target is.
Yep.
Kubi Islands, Shavat.
And in that same ocean...
Yep. There's good old Bart.
Yep.
Dumb motherfucker.
Ouch. I guess the Bart missiles weren't such a good idea, huh? We were able to save you and your friends a ton, but I wonder what happened to Faye and Ellie. I'm sure they're alive somewhere. And once again... Man... Sea breeze stings my eye. This is what they call the sea. First of all, I have to apologize to those two. So, now you get to walk around with Bart.
Oh, he's level 34 now.
Yeah, because other party members continue to gain levels even when they're not in
He
your
still
party.
only has 2 fucking spells.
Yes, he will get the spell. He'll get more of the spells when he starts fighting again. Alright, go to your menu and do all of the equipping you want with Bart. Just give him whatever you feel like giving him, you know? Yeah, metal helmet, and then, you know, whatever other thing you want to give him. Guardian ring, evasion ring, speed ring, I don't, you know, whatever floats your boat, man. It's up to you. Remember that he's kind of like a support character, so
I like that.
yeah. Alright. So, and do the same thing for your gear as well, dude.
Oh yeah, that is true.
Can't forget that. It's easy. It's very easy to forget. Yeah. Take off those 2 extra armor plus 1s, and then you can put on a magnetic coat and another old circuit if you like, or a magnetic coat and a defense circuit. I would say old circuit or a response circuit. You got plenty of those, or a defense circuit. Really, it's up to you. Just go with the response circuit.
Yeah, response
for now.
is good.
Go with the response circuit for now, and then you can figure out what to do next. So I will tell you, Satan is, Young Master, you should apologize to the 2 of them. Yes, he's just reminding you that you have something better to do. Satan, if I remember correctly, is through that door to the right. And I think he is, I think he's in the cafeteria, in the dining hall.
Which is down this way?
Yes.
Okay.
I think he's over here. And if not, you should go to the shop. You should go to Jeeves. Oh, young master, if the young master doesn't come to him, blah, 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 blah. He's an old guy giving you a long spiel about... Yes. They were on their way toward the gear hangar.
Okay.
So, talk to him again. Okay, I didn't... So, Mason has a lot of things. The king... put his name on a miss... Oh, geez. To make the match... yes. Okay, so you don't get the shop from him. Great. That's actually, fan-fucking-tastic. Alright. So, go down. Go down, take the second door on the left. Maybe not here. Okay, go through the door to the hangar. I think you go talk to Satan in the gear hangar store. So you remember where that is. It's right. It's that building right in front of you. Yeah! I think he's here. He's there. So talk to him. Oh.
This first.
Yeah. And for some reason, you can upgrade Weltall here.
Huh.
I don't know. Go to tune-up.
Oh yeah, it is tune-up.
Go to start with phase gear. Just go through one by one and see what you can upgrade. Go to engine. Alright. You might as well do it here because it's just the same as doing it anywhere else, really.
So V18.
Yeah, so upgrade to V18s. Frame. Get the 6100. Yeah, armor. Okay, here's where we get into the differing armor types. There are 2 different types of armor.
Right, there's that alloy armor, which increases the armor and then ether value. and then this one that takes the ether value that would have been given from this one into the armor value only.
From here on out, whenever you upgrade armor, that is what you get. You get one armor that has armor and ether armor, and then one armor that has bonus armor. It's a fair trade.
I'm gonna go with the alloy.
That's very smart. I go with the alloy.
I don't see a reason why not.
I go with the alloy exclusively, personally speaking.
Look, I caught that.
You can do that.
No, it's not really worth it. She doesn't use fuel that much.
She does, and she will in time. So, skip her for now.
Oh, frame and all that.
Okay. Yeah, get her frame and armor. And then once you've upgraded the other people, then you can kind of decide if you want to. Now,
do I really want to do Satan's?
yeah, why not?
Yeah, good point. I haven't touched Satan in a while.
Yeah, he's still wearing a Z9 for crying out loud. Get him something. Because you'll get choices to get people into your party again. And trust me, you'll get that choice pretty soon. Yeah, that tells you how long you haven't had his gear around.
Forever!
He's using a G6 engine.
That used to be good fucking when I first got him!
I know. He's using a W13. So it's really easy to figure out because all you have to do is read the number. Obviously, the 13 is not as good as 18. So
right.
I would switch up to the 18. And he doesn't have.
Yeah, he's not getting a new one for a while.
And he already has the alloy.
Yeah, so that was the only thing.
So go back to.
God damn you, phone! Nobody gives a fuck.
Go back to Ellie. Go back to Ellie's thing. Yeah, give her the V18 now.
Okay.
Because you won't need another tune-up. Now, just get everyone fueled up. You got.
That was tune-up. I'm sorry. I'm trying to remember. Don't yell at me!
We really should just be cutting all of this out, but whatever. I don't care. That's right. You folks at home get to watch all of this.
Yay!
So now you can talk to...
Oh wait, I should see if there is,
God damn it. Yeah, you should.
Weapon. Bart's the only,
Yeah, I will say, I think you get the chance to use Bart again soon. So it was really important that you upgrade him. So I would say, look, yeah, weapons, no.
What are these?
It looks like bullets.
Huh. There is going to be a new gear, because I remember in tune-up, if I go to frame, there is Rent.
Ren Mazuo.
Huh.
So, yeah.
Whoever Ren Mazuo is,
It's kind of a weird thing that they would include it in, but, you know, lazy programming. So talk to Bart. I mean, Satan. Bah. No, young one, did you want to talk to me? About my shooting down the Goliath and almost killing you. I'm, really... Oh, is that it? I guess it could not be helped. But jumping the gun is your bad habit. A king should always keep calm and judge carefully. Mason says the same thing.
Huh,
yeah, I know.
Why.
I know. By the way, I have something to ask you. Oh? That is unusual. Well, it's about this warship we're on, which is the same type as the Jazeel. Years ago, my old man told me it was scrapped because the peace talks with Kislev made progress. So I knew it existed. Then what is bothering you? The symbol on the ship. It's not our royal crest. Look at this. This is... I thought you knew it. Whose crest is it? I am not positive, but it looks like Shavat's. Shavat? What do you mean? The Jazeel may not have been made by your father. At that time, Much of the potential technology was not understood and hence was hidden. Maybe your father might have been scared of its power and so sealed it away. I see. So this may not have been ours from the start. If so, I want to meet the guys who made this amazing baby. Actually, they may be closer to you than you would suspect.
Oh, damn! Tom built it.
No.
Sigurd, somebody, who knows?
No. It means it's in the sky. Anyway, enough worrying. But I do not think you should apologize to Rico. Oh, I do think you should apologize to Rico. Excuse me. You may get more than a bruise this time, though. Yeah. So, Rico is by his gear in this gear paddock area. So you can just wander around and probably find him. No. I said by his gear. Does his gear look like that? Like a blank slate?
No,
is it blue? His gear isn't blue, so obviously it's not there.
Fucking elbow you.
That's not his gear either.
Huh. It went and did something, so...
Go down. Just go down. Go down. Down. East. Go east.
I'm going.
Go to the E. Alright. Do you see his gear? It's
Yeah.
over there, on the top. On the top. So just go to the other side of the go.
You let me run around. My fun time, not yours.
Excuse me?
My fun time.
This is our fun time.
No, there's no fun with you.
Oh, you know. Hey. Quit the silent treatment. I came here to apologize. What's your problem? I thought I dealt with you a while ago. I'm not the type to dwell on the past. Yeah, I bet. I'm more concerned about those two gears there. Who the hell are you? I'm amazed you tuned them to run so well. I thought Faye and I were the only ones who could work gears that well. Wow, you really are the battling champ. Oops, I mean ex-champ. I'm amazed how you can tell how good a gear is just by looking at it. I guess you can't learn all about the world inside a dark prison. Really interesting. I was gonna move on, but now I've changed my mind. Let me join you, boss. I guess it's alright. So Rico has always been one who, like, he's not a BS kind of person. He just, if he appreciates people who take their work seriously.
Yeah.
So he sees the work that Bart's doing, and it's like, yeah, I think I like you guys, so I'll stick around. But, as it was also hinted, they all might also be interconnected and drawn to each other.
Yeah.
So it's a little of everything. No, I'm just no good. Why? Probably deep inside, I'm not really trying to help. Somehow I get the feeling that all I've done I did because I wanted to be needed. That if I did something for them, then maybe I'd have a place to belong. So all the conversation in the left is Faye, and everything in the top middle.
Yeah, that's
is
what I
Ellie.
kind of assumed.
Mm-hmm.
The way the conversation's just been flowing.
They get their bonding time. It's a square game.
Yep.
There's very few Square games or Final Fantasy games in which the characters don't have like a love interest.
6 has got the
Six
one.
Six has got multiple.
No, it just got the one.
What about Moops and Kippus?
No.
Oh wait, Moops is with
Molest. Yeah.
What about
Kippus doesn't know what love is.
I want to know what love is.
I remember that.
He's got the love. She's got the love thing with, well, the now deceased General Leo.
No, she is interested in anybody that could probably give her the answer.
Oh, so she's a slut.
No, not like that. Not spread eagle love. We're talking true love.
Oh, so no condom.
Flowers, chocolate dinner, and a movie, asshole.
Wow, you do it kinky style.
Get the fuck out.
If we're saved, will you go back? I probably won't go back to my squad. Right now, I really don't want to be there. Besides, I could probably do something else. I don't have to be in the army. So I'm thinking of going back to my country. Is that possible? But what about the army? It's not like anyone knows what I did. They've probably already classified me as MIA. I hope at least you'll survive. I'm sure you'll find what you want to do in your life. You said something about being comforted. Yes? Don't be too hard on yourself. Everyone wants to be needed at times. All of us want to give something inside ourselves to others to be accepted. Even me. Remember how you forced yourself to eat those emergency rations? In that cutscene we're now going to show you? So, even now, and it's obvious that they're building a love interest, but it's not forced. They are taking their dear sweet time with it. And I will tell you that they won't even realize their love interest until, like, the end of the game.
I believe it.
And they kind of go in the direction, and I can't remember which Gundam it is. I think it's Gundam Wing. The one with all the nations who battle in the tournament. The blazing...
No, that's Mobile Fighter G Gundam.
Mobile Fighter G Gundam?
Yeah, that's that one.
Burning Finger! Right?
Yeah, more of an open palm, but close enough.
He calls it Burning Finger.
Yeah, that's about halfway through the series. And
I'll
then
show you my burning finger.
No. No. When that happens, you go to a doctor. They make a pill for that.
Sir, would you like to tell me why you're here today? Burning Finger! Just rub some ointment on it. It'll be fine.
just grit a little when you pee. You'll be fine in a week.
Here's the thing. It's a Square game, and, like, even when I was playing this, I kind of just knew that Faye and Ellie were being, like, you know, set up as a couple. But looking at this scene, you could infer that with the music that there's a love interest. I will tell you this. There's no love interest here.
No, it's just two people concerned about one another.
Yeah,
the way the conversation flows.
They're growing together as people, and they realize that there's something deeper to their connection. Again, it could be that animus connection that the floating heads
mentioned earlier.
I don't remember. Did I ever say what the floating heads were?
No.
I don't think I want to then. Because they're... Again, going back to what I've said multiple times, is that this is a game where what you figure out versus what the game presents to you is very different. And you often figure things out before the characters in the games figure it out.
Right. But going back on love interests in games, one Square Enix game that I can think of... Actually, two.
I can think of two, at least.
Yeah, that did it well, in my opinion. Chrono Trigger and Final Fantasy IV.
Well, Chrono Trigger never actually had a love interest.
Chrono with the princess.
Not explicit.
No, but it was there. It was kind of implied, especially if you went with the ending where you resurrected Chrono.
Oh, see, I didn't do that. I kept that asshole dead.
Yeah, no. If you went with it and you res Chrono. Sorry, people. Spoiler alert. But you know what? That game's been out for a while. If you haven't played it yet, get off your ass. Seriously.
All right, Ellie, wake up. The exposition is over. It's now time for something important to happen.
Yeah.
I don't want to shit on that scene because first off, that song that played,
it was really nice. It was a nice music box scene.
Okay, this song is my shit.
Oh, look, an eagle.
What?
It's from a really stupid commercial.
Squeak, 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 squeak. Squeak, 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 squeak. On top of that, there were 2 gears. Thanks, you helped us out. Squeak, squeak. The one who gave the order for us to pull you 2 floaters out was the captain of the Thames. Thames? Captain? The Thames. The city at sea. That is where you are now. The captain here is a bit of a strange old chap. You'll see when you meet him. That's not to say he's a bad old blighter. What about our gears? Don't worry about it. We put them aside inside the Thames through the supply dock. Seawater got inside, so it'll take some time to fix them. You're repairing them for us? Pretty strange for us to be so nice. I bet that's what you're thinking. But really, we had no choice because it's the captain's orders.
I don't like where this is going.
Well, I have to go now. I'm a busy guy, you know. Come to the bridge after you've looked around the ship a while. I'm sure the captain would want to meet you.
I'm gonna go straight towards the captain.
Hey, what's wrong? I feel like I've seen that guy somewhere before. Never mind. Did you get it?
Yeah.
Did you get it? Did you get it? Okay, welcome to the Thames, and that's all the time we have left for this episode, so we'll have to take a trip around the Thames in the next episode. Until next time, leave a like or comment below, and as always, subscribe for more. Good night, every pony!
Play Chrono Trigger!